Good morning and welcome to SHOT Show 2023. My name is Caitlin McCluskey and we are here with Grant Cunningham, world-renowned author, gunsmith, and firearms expert who has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. So Grant, you can be here with any booth today. Why Lubriplate?
Oh gosh. So it goes back to a decision I made a number of years ago when I decided if I were going to represent somebody, if I were going to endorse somebody, what would that be? And so I decided that it had to be a product that I used myself. And I don't mean that in a superficial way. And what I mean by that is that it had to be a product that I went out and purchased with my own money and that I used long enough to not only get to know the product, but also so it became part of my everyday life. And that describes Lubriplate to a T. I started using Lubriplate products on my guns 15 years ago, more than 15 years ago now. And so I've been using it a very long time on my guns. I've been recommending it to everybody else all these years. You know, anybody that would listen, I mean, I really, you know, pushed it to my friends and everybody else. They kind of got tired of hearing about it. But really, I talked about it with everybody that I knew because I was so enamored with the product. And so when the chance came to represent Lubriplate here at SHOT Show 23, yeah, of course I said yes because it's a great product that I've been using all these years myself.
How did you find Lubriplate?
Oh gosh, so this goes back a long time. So more than 15 years ago, I was having a discussion with a good friend of mine who's a retired engineer from one of the major firearms manufacturers in the business. And we were talking about what would be the ideal lubricant for a firearm because this has been an ongoing talk for years and years and years. So I figured get it from an engineer, right? And so we started talking and he laid out exactly what the lubricant should be to work well in all kinds of firearms. And we were talking, and he kind of finished it up. He says, "Yeah." He says, "So you go out and you look for this and this and this." He said, "And you look at a specialty lubricant company like Lubriplate." Oh, okay. So I went out, and keep in mind, this is like I said, this is a long time ago. So websites weren't really as good as they are today. You know, didn't have as much information. So I had to get a lot of data sheets and things, and found out that yeah, Lubriplate has all this stuff. And back then, we couldn't buy it in the nice quantities that we have that we're introducing at SHOT Show this year. You know, the smallest size of grease we could get was like a 5-gallon pail. That's enough to last to the end of time for me. And I think the smallest amount of oil we could get was like 30-gallon drums. But I found somebody who would sell me small quantities and started using it. And it turned out that he was right. It was perfect for the job. In fact, it was better than perfect. It worked marvelously. And so I've been using it ever since.
Well, Grant, thank you so much for your partnership, and everyone else come check us out at booth number 40650.